Welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. That's what it's called. I always want to say Horizon Zero Dawn because, I don't know, that title is just stuck in my head. But no, that's the original game. This is Horizon Forbidden West. And we've gotten through the beginning of the tutorial. We're still learning some basics. Like, I have not used my blast sling yet, for instance. But at the end of the last episode, we saw a giant robot snake, which is
Those machines.
probably
I could try out that new weapon on it.
probably something I'm going to have to kill. All right, so let's hold... Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I've forgotten all of the buttons, and I've literally just went through the tutorial. Okay, so here's my blast sling. So I guess I aim. And fire it? I guess I need to get a little closer. Okay, I missed. That was embarrassing. I'm immediately killed. Okay, fine. Let's try this again. Great way to start a video. Okay, so as I understood it, hitting that thing with ice was supposed to make it vulnerable to me. Are we gonna go through all the
Down here.
all of the cutscenes again?
I think we're almost back outside.
Good.
Ah, there we go. There's the big old snake we were talking about. Well, Collision was wondering what happened if I failed earlier on, and so now he's got his answer.
It's heading in the same direction we're going.
And I just did the exact same wrong thing again. So, again, I've been playing Vigor like crazy.
I could try out that
And
new
so
weapon.
when you see me hit R1 and attack, and then hit circle and dodge, what I'm actually trying to do is change weapons, which is R1 in Vigor, and crouch, which is circle, or the circle equivalent in Vigor. So, cool. Crouching is actually square in this game. L1 is how you switch weapons. And again, it looks like it's getting... Okay. She does this thing where she like raises it. She raises it a little bit right after... Oh. It's like she shows me the trajectory this thing is going to have. But then she raises it just slightly right after right as I fire. And so I kept just shooting directly over the enemy. That was kind of weird and frustrating.
Delivers. And a lot of acid. That big machine must have attacked as they tried to escape.
They didn't stand a chance.
Okay, where am I trying to get? Probably around that way. Let's see. Yes, definitely give me some heals, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
You said this backup is the last hope.
Yeah. All those places I've been these last few months, there were supposed to be more backups. But 1,000 years ago, a guy named Ted Faro purged them all.
Was he part of Far Zenith too?
No. He was worse.
Okay, looks like I want to be over here. I couldn't tell how deep this water was. I like how complex this terrain is. Like, I'm not quite sure which way to go, but it's kind of okay. This whole thing feels really nice. Like, I like getting a sense of freedom from this place, even more than I like the idea of being directed. I hope I'm not missing too many secrets by taking this route instead of some other route.
That big metal thing looks like the ship we saw back in the auditorium. Imagine going up to the stars in that.
What's this? Yeah, I'm collecting all these supplies, and I do not know what most of them are
Machines
for.
patrolling ahead.
Look,
We can tag them in a focus to keep track of them.
I actually crouched instead of dodging, which is great. There's another one over there. Also tag him. Might just be the two. It's kind of fun that they, because these characters are robots, the developers have a lot of freedom to sort of make them, to mess with them, to make them indicate when they're alarmed or what they're thinking. That tutorial just told me, that it gets different little arrows on top of their heads to say their state that they're in, but you really don't even need that because their eyes turn yellow when they're hunting for you and they turn red when they're in combat. And that's the thing that, trying to communicate what human characters are doing is a lot harder. Is this thing gonna walk right up to me? Like, there's a lot more nuance in human behavior. You can get some really great emotional stuff out of it, but being really super clear about what a human is thinking about can be a little bit more of a challenge. Okay, so these guys are watching each other when they're facing away from me over here. Wonder how fast I can move. Oh, nope. Not very. And again, missing with that slingshot thing is gonna really annoy me. And I'm dead. Okay. The fact that I when I aim this thing, it clearly is showing it's going to impact on the enemy, and then it just shoots right over their head again and again. It feels like there's something wrong. How far back did they send me? Oh, far back enough I gotta examine a corpse.
Machines tore right through them.
These guys couldn't catch him. Machines patrolling ahead.
We can tag them in a focus to keep track of them.
All right, we'll try this again. And so my experiment, where I was trying to sort of run up on them and see if they were, I thought that maybe they would be deaf to me running, and they would be completely dependent on sight to find me. But that's not the case. I can alert them by making noise. Which makes sense why they would call that silent strike if it's important for me to be silent. So right now, they've basically, in order to teach me stealth, they've basically made me incredibly fragile. These guys have a massive combat advantage over me. Dang it! Okay, let's switch back to my, Oh gosh, what is this? I didn't know there's another one. Okay, let's try to heal. Okay, that didn't go great.
How to get out of here.
When you're unfamiliar with the combat system for a game and you're not doing that great at it, every fight is effectively a boss battle. But that means that defeating them feels really good, so that's fine.
Machine ripped right through the wall. There's a ladder in the back.
Oh, come on. What the heck? Alright, I think I might need to craft some more arrows. So Dark Smokey is wondering if I had a good lunch. Yeah, so it was some kind of curry soup. I forgot exactly what the details were, but it's good.
So tell me something. Sona was really okay with you not going back to the Sacred Lands?
As the Nora war chief, she understood why I was obligated to follow you. But as my mother, she wasn't pleased.
Is she ever pleased? I don't think I've seen her smile.
Me neither.
they're trying to sneak in all of these reminders about who these characters are, what their relationships were, and I need it because it's been so long since I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I have forgotten most of this information. Ooh, subtly different rendering here. So, pre-rendered cinematic. Oh, there wasn't just one snake. There's like multi-snakes.
3 of those things. And if they slaughtered all those Oseram, we'll never get through to the data center.
There's no way to slip past them. They're too tough to fight head on.
We could find a settlement. Convince some hunters to help us.
That would take weeks, and we don't have that kind of time. Maybe all we need is that shuttle to fall.
That thing? How?
We'll figure it out. Just wait here.
Aloy.
Trust me.
And there she goes.
Just need to get over to the...
Oh, gotta love that move. Oh, somebody had a lot of fun animating that.
If I can make it to that tower, I should be able to find a way across to the shuttle.
I think it's just the two. I imagine it was a huge relief, whatever mission designer put in that moment where she says, "You stay here and I'll go without you." Probably they breathed a massive sigh of relief, and they're like, "Okay, I don't need to integrate an AI character into this one." Because trying to figure out what he needs to do every step of the way was probably one of the more challenging parts of developing this whole tutorial sequence. Now, can I get up through this? Looks like yes. Oh, wait. Is he going to turn back around? Yes.
Maybe I should stick to my spear for now.
Crap. Dang it. I tried to dodge. Okay. I am a little bit injured. Oh! I like that they highlight where you do hit them in their armor. So you can tell, like, when you miss their weak point, you can tell what you hit instead. Because otherwise it just feels like what you'll aim at a weak spot, and if you think you've hit it, gosh, then you'll feel like the game did something wrong. But if you understand what you did hit instead, then it's easier to blame yourself instead of the game. Now, occasionally, like when I saw the arc for my slingshot, or whatever that thing is called, when I saw that sort of jerking as I fired and like misaiming my shot, it gave me enough feedback that I felt like, I could call shenanigans on it. But a lot of the times, like, what you want is for the player to understand when something goes wrong, you need them to understand why it went wrong. Because if they don't understand why it went wrong, then all they'll do is get frustrated and get angry at you, rather than, improving at the game, that's the motivation you want them to have. That ladder will take me to the tower. What ladder? What ladder? Oh, this ladder. Hello, ladder. So, as frustrated as I got with earlier stuff, I mean, I do really like this style of combat. I think I remember really liking, like, even fighting some really enormous and insane bosses in Horizon Zero Dawn. I remember really enjoying it, so take my complaints with a grain of salt. Now, how am I supposed to...
Okay.
Oh, right there.
There. I think I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple point.
Is that not what I... Oh, no, no, that's right. This isn't one that I aim and
Didn't
hit.
make it. Gotta try again.
Oh, wait, what am I trying to do?
I didn't get up high enough. I better try this again.
Wait, what? I'm not sure what it's telling me I need to do. That didn't get me up high enough. Oh, wait a minute. Tap circle right before reaching a grapple point to launch into the air. Okay, okay.
Got it.
Okay, well that's kind of clever, actually. One of the potential problems with a system like this is if you make the your like traversal system so locked in, the character always does exactly the right thing, then it can feel like it's happening by rote. You know, we were I think I played another game called Submerged recently, where the whole point of it was to be kind of chill, and so they didn't want you falling off stuff. In fact, they made it impossible to fall off things, which is great. It was fine for that kind of game. It's not a criticism, but in a game like this where you kind of want it to be like an athletic challenge, if you just make everything too straightforward
Well, that sounds good.
and sort of handled for you, then you feel like you're not really doing anything challenging. And so you can introduce timing, like you have to navigate the thing quickly before it collapses. That's one way you can go.
The storm's getting bad.
But you can also put in like other kinds of timing challenges, like you have to hit a certain button at the right time in order to make something happen correctly. Like the
That was close.
like
One rickety tower down.
the rocks that would
On to the
slip,
next.
like when you're using your ice axe in Tomb Raider. There are certain rocks where when you hit them,
Jump.
you have to hit a button again real quick in order to keep from slipping and falling. And those little moments make it feel like a genuine challenge,
More to go but up.
even though a lot of the game is about playing a character who can do things you can't, who just makes really dramatic moves seem effortless. That, I mean, there's a certain thrill you can get from that experience. That's a
Like there
good
are
thing.
Massive clamps holding the shuttle in place.
You got to balance it out with stuff the player
There's
feels
a
responsible
control
for.
console nearby. If I can release the clamps, the shuttle should fall right into the basin. Great.
Okay,
The
so
machine's in my way.
so one of the problems in this sequence is Aloy understands what she needs to do. Like Aloy knows, okay, this shuttle is above the monsters, and that clamp is holding the shuttle on. It looks like there's another clamp over there that's holding the shuttle on. I don't really have a perspective on that though. Like right now I can't see the snakes, and so it's hard for me to wrap my head around the geometry of this problem that I'm solving. Aloy understands it, but I don't understand it, which means that I end up feeling like I'm just sort of following Aloy's instructions rather than solving the problem myself. And in a game like this, you kind of want to be solving the problems yourself. So it's difficult though. It's one of the difficulties of designing missions like this is figuring out how to give the player, like, make a really interesting, weird challenge that the player feels, oh man, these guys are really seeing me. Like, you want the challenge to be interesting enough the player feels like it's, you know, exciting and worth their time. But some of the more interesting ideas you have are just difficult for the player to understand. And so trying to simultaneously make a challenge as interesting as let's drop a big shuttle on a bunch of monsters. But and the whole thing, oh, actually part of the problem is that the thing is just so huge. Oh, no ammo. Where was my... There it is. Let's just craft some arrows while we're on the run. That's fine. Oh, now I've got 20 more arrows than I had before. That's fine. That's normal. Oh, whoops. Ow. Sorry. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Wasn't trying to do that. What did you just do? Oh, I thought I was dodging, but that apparently failed. Okay. Okay, it's still hitting me, even though I feel like I'm successfully dodging. But it's still hitting me when I do that. Yeah, like that. I felt like okay, when it hits me while I'm down, that's just frustrating. Okay, yeah, so this is not a game where you've got a bunch of invulnerability when you dodge. Shoot! This is a game where dodging just, all it does is it moves you quickly, but you still get hit. All of my habits were built on games where there's a lot of iframes, you know, where you're invulnerable while you're dodging. And so I have this habit that, like, I should be able to just dodge. And if the enemy attack is going on, wait, does it see me? Maybe not. Where are the other ones? We already got this guy. There were 2 more, right? Oh, there they are. Tag that one. Tag that one. Come on, come on, let me catch up. There we go. Yeah, so again, that hit me. Number one, it didn't feel like it got that close to me. But then, second of all, I was also dodging. Okay, I can see how that hit me. Dang, okay, that's hard to dodge. Okay, where's your friend? Your friend didn't notice we were doing this. Good. I'm going through a lot of healing herbs, though. I need to replace those. Whew. All right, let's craft ourselves some arrows. And let's replace the ridgewood we used to make the arrows. Replace our healing herbs. Some of them, anyway. This is why I pick up everything. So Dark Smoky is pointing out that having, like,
Control console might be in there.
always having access to a tutorial can be really, really helpful, because if you don't play a game for a long time, or if you're just really accustomed to another game,
Got this place to myself now.
it can be really, really tough to even remember what's going on. And you know, in a game that's, you know, where the combat is this unforgiving, where it's like you make a mistake and you can just get murdered by
Machines down below.
a common enemy. Each little mistake you make can be pretty deadly. Oh, we just warned the snakes. They're just mad at the shuttle now.
The shuttle's caught up in those cables.
Snakes are still just
I'm
sitting
gonna have
there.
to climb the tower to find a way to disconnect them.
Was that an elevator for me?
Get up the tower.
I'm standing in front of this console like I'm supposed to use it, but I guess not. Here, let's grab some supplies. There's some over here, too. Yeah, I'm gonna need all the heals I can get. Any others lying around? Oh yeah, somebody dropped something over here. All right. Was it over here that like an elevator
Staying with my
dropped?
focus could help here.
Okay. It looks like I am intended to get up there somehow. Oh, hey, we got one of these. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to, like, hold down the button. There we go. Now, I'm assuming I'm not going to ride this elevator. This isn't Tomb Raider, and 1,000-year-old technology, no enormous machines, doesn't always work.
Closer to the ship to detach the cables.
Of course, I guess all of these computers are working, so what should I... Actually, yeah, that is one of the things that's unrealistic about games like this, is that, you know, the technology that we make now, I mean, we make it under the assumption that it's going to go obsolete and die. Our batteries do not last very long. None of our power sources last long enough to, you know, for our distant descendants to be able to use our technology. The idea that somebody could find, like, a television, you know, connected to a DVD player or something and have it work is pretty ridiculous. But, I mean, I can imagine that maybe somebody invented a technology that is just...
It doesn't sound good. I have to detach those cables quick.
just by virtue of its nature, is more reliable, is more like, you know, maybe we just invent some technology that is effortlessly... It effortlessly can endure for a really, really long time. If that happened in this history, then I can see it making sense. But if it makes technology more expensive to make it last longer, to make it last thousands of years,
Should be the right spot.
there's no way these people would do that. None of their little TED Talks would have survived.
Just holding the cables together. It should break if I shoot it.
Okay.
One down. Just need to get higher. There's the second set of cables.
Excuse me. All right. So let's climb higher. It said. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This one.
Scaling an ancient rickety tower with killer machines waiting down below. Maybe Ron was right. I'm turning back now.
So she's always had a climbing system that involved sort of hopping from point to point. I gotta say, they've actually done a really good job in this sequel of taking that system and sort of justifying her movements a little better. Because sort of like, it can feel kind of staccato sometimes to sort of like hop from one thing to another in a system like this. But I think they actually did a really good job this time around of taking that staccato system and making it... Okay, so I can't go up there. And making it feel like the character's doing a bunch of very natural things. Okay, so I think I'm going in circles right now.
Almost there.
Or am I? Oh, maybe I'm not. This felt like I was going in circles.
There's
but-
the other connector.
Yeah, this feels exactly like the other place I was, so I thought I was just going back. Did we get all three? I kind of expected at least one of them to survive. Weirdly, given what I've seen from her so far, that was more convincing than a lot of the similar scenes I've seen in modern movies. Like, you see her... Oh, here we go. One did survive.
Finishing this the hard way. I need to take this thing down to get to the data center. I should scan for weak spots. Okay, there's that sack's full of acid. I should target it first.
Okay. Let's tag this part. Gross. Purple thing is what I'm trying to hit. Oh yeah, just stay behind this thing. Just gotta hit it multiple times. There we go.
Try spitting at me now! There! Those canisters are exposed now. I should aim for them.
Those canisters, huh? Blow blast canister, tag part. Oh gosh! Okay. That wasn't how that was meant to go. Alright, it doesn't like me having cover, I guess. Oh, but... Come on, come on. Hold your head still, you jerk. Oh! There we go. Canisters are off. I don't know what those are for exactly. Wait, does it have a headbutt? Okay, I am not good at getting out of the way of its shots. Okay, what's it doing? And why is it taking so long to do it?
Damn it, it broke free! I gotta take this thing down fast. Trap maybe? Frost ammo? Or my focus might find something I can use around here.
I do have a blast trap. I wonder if I can tempt it towards the trap. Oh, yeah, it hit. I think it hit the trap. Nice. Is it dead?
It's dead.
Yes.
Finally.
So many bits. Ooh, I'm level 2 now.
The data center should be straight ahead. I guess Varl's gonna have to find another way there.
Where's Varl? Completely lost track of him. What's this? Oh! Oh, I could have picked this up, huh? Wait. How does it work? Do I... Oh, I aim with it, I bet. Okay. That's great. I mean, I can't really use it now, but that's great. Okay, where am I trying to go now? Up there. Dark Smoky says, that was cool. Yeah, I agree. Let's see what it's gotten me.
Once I get the backup, I can reboot Gaia. Fix the system, heal the blight.
Yes,
Restore Elizabeth's tree.
we're gonna get in there, we're gonna get Gaia, and the whole game will be over. Everything will be solved. What do you bet that's true?
I should find the server room.
I'm just assuming that this is a way to go.
I have to be.
These lights have just been on for 1,000 years. Whatever. I'm making jokes about this. I don't care. It's totally fine. This isn't a problem with the game, by the way. I should mention that. Like you know, I'm using these opportunities to like make commentary about how technology works and stuff like that in the real world. I am happy to be playing a game where there's weird ancient technology that still works. Like that is totally fine. Please, please give me more games like this. Okay. When it said completed main quest, I know it means one of the quests in the main chain, but it did sound like it's trying to tell me I've won the
It's
game.
here.
Gaia version 6.9.
Oh, nice.
Initializing. Hello.
Hi. Elizabeth? Travis Tate.
Now, what's this we got here? A Farzian's conspiracy to steal a copy of Gaia? And her subordinate functions? Naughty, naughty. You want me to handle this, Liz? Blasphemers! Brood of vipers! With a mighty hand I smite and pour troubles upon you!
Okay.
This ain't no copy of Gaia you stole, you losers. But it's the mother of all logic bombs. So good luck repairing your data. And next time you start thinking you can outsmart a Tate, remember my salute.
All right. I don't like that character.
Aloy? The goddess.
There is no goddess. I told you that already. That's not Gaia. It's not what I'm looking for. It's nothing but a fake.
I got it.
Varl, I'm sorry.
You have a sharp bite sometimes, you know? But it was pretty amazing to see you fly off that tower and blow up the entire basin.
The thing is, there's going to be more of that. I'm out of leads, Varl. But I have to keep searching. And fast, and whatever risks I have to take, I will. And it doesn't make sense to have someone with me. Someone who might get hurt. This is on me, Varl. Nobody else.
I mean, everyone else will die if you fail.
Before, in Meridian, you said there was a man who helped you. Silence. You said you used to talk to him a lot about things you discovered from the old world, things no one else understands. And he gave you the lance you used to defeat Hades.
He's gone, Varl. I haven't heard from him since the battle against Hades.
Sure, but Spy Master Murad back in Meridian, he's good at finding people, isn't he?
Varl,
Come on, it might work. Plus, you'll get to see some friendly faces again.
Okay. I guess it's worth a shot.
We've got a long walk ahead.
Actually, I've got a better idea.
Robo horses!
Son, it's true. She's come back.
Bless us. The savior of Meridian has returned.
You earned this welcome. You saved them.
Not yet.
In the name of the Sun King of Vard, a royal welcome for the champion.
Aloy has an urgent matter to discuss.
Does she? That makes two of us. I've sent forth hunters for weeks. To Sunfall, all the way to the Sacred Land, searching for you. Something happened at the Spire. Come. I'll show you. Watch your step. You saved us all, to be sure, but we're still cleaning up the mess. It happened right after the solstice. We were able to explain it away, thank the sun. Otherwise, it might have caused a panic. One night, for less than half a minute, it glowed an angry red. From Meridian, it looked like a trick of the light. But those who were closer, atop the light, said it could not have been a reflection. Much to my dismay, they said the light rose up from the tower's base. From that. We left everything just as it was.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. The Spire's supposed to send out signals, messages for the terraforming system.
But Hades tried to use it to wake up ancient war machines.
I was sure I got the connection to that thing. Wait here while I check it out.
Let us know what you find.
Okay, so we're moving on to another phase of the game, and I think this is probably another good spot for me to do an episode break. I know that at some point this game is going to transition into being a fully open world experience like the previous Horizon Zero Dawn. And so I think I'm probably going to take a break right now and try to get to that point before I try to come back to it. But hey, we've seen the tutorial, we've seen sort of the setup of the scenario, and we've defeated a giant snake monster. So I feel like that's, you know, we've accomplished a fair amount for one couple of episodes. So let's wrap this up for now. So there's a subscribe button for folks watching later on YouTube. If I do another Horizon Forbidden West video, I'll stick it here. And otherwise, I don't know, there'll be something to click on.